Okay, so as I said that we can change the passwords like okay S01. So they will not give the access because you are in the S01. You'll be you can do the extending the server, the validity period. We can extend the server, right? So maybe if you're buying for the some per monthly or per quarterly or something like okay. So what will be happen is they someone they can change and they can extend the period. Okay, so that's why they will not give the access here. If you see that I'm not getting any access here, SC01. Okay,
Mhm.
now if I just want to see that, okay, SC1. So I can see like this one. Okay, there is a ID created. When it is created, it is 21st. It is created. Okay, so like I can see that when it is created and what is the name and those details I can see. But other than that, okay, when it is validity period and those details will be there in the other periods. So that
Mhm.
they will not. And if you want to be change the password, you can change it. Okay, old password to new password you can change. You can change here also, or when you log into the system, when you log into the system, there is also password change. Okay, semi password change that also you can use. Okay,
Okay.
and initially when you getting some user ID and password, the system will ask that okay, please reset the password. Okay, because I already did the reset the password and change the password. That's why it is not asking for you. But the
Okay.
first time if the admin was changing the ID and they're changing the password, okay, and they're requesting to you to change the password again. That means
Mm.
update a new password. Like,
Okay.
okay. So the generally in the real time how it will be like okay, once you started your client, okay, they are providing that development system, quality system, production
Mm.
system passwords. Okay, so you need to be reset the passwords. Then you need to be change the password for that. Okay,
Mm.
okay. So yeah, let's go to that. Let's go to the process like so now you have on hand SAP login pad, so you can start the practicing on that. Okay,
Mm.
so as I said, the this was the favorites, so you
Mm.
can add which is relevant to you, what are the favorite
Mm.
transaction codes which you are using, you can create here. And this is the menu for the end users or who are performing the transactional data and master data, they can perform here. Okay, so except the configuration, you can perform the transactional data and master data from here, SAP menu. Okay, this is a front end screen. Okay,
Mm.
SAP EGX is the front end screen. This can be used by end users in the real time. Okay, for
Mm.
practicing the for running the business of the master data creations and the transaction PO creation, GR creations, invoices, everything we they can do. So as I said, majorly we'll be going to the logistics and material management. And if you see that purchasing, inventory management, and logistic invoice verification, physical inventory, valuation, okay, service and receipts, all this will be come under the material management. So if you want to be create a metal master card, you can go here and you can create a metal master card. MM01 you can use. Okay, so there are some transaction codes you can use. Okay, so you can use this one. Okay, and if you specifically want to be create raw material, semi-finished goods, finished goods, those it will be commanded here. Okay, so let's start how we can start now. Okay, so we have the master data. Okay, and we have transactional data,
Mm.
right, and we have configuration data, right. So
Mm.
these are the three data we have, right.
Mm.
Okay. So what we'll do first, let's try to create some transactional data. Okay.
Mm.
So like PO creation, order creation,
Mm.
okay, invoice creation. We'll try some default settings. which I said, right, for practicing purpose, SAP provided there already some materials which is like some plant codes, some company codes, some sales organization, right? So let's start to transaction data first. Okay, general P2P cycle, and try to understand to what transactions we have, what screens we have. Then what are the data we are using here? What are the information which is required, like metal master card, what metal number, what information which is required, like vendor master card, metal master card, price. Okay, we'll understand that. Then we'll jump to the master data. Okay, then we'll whatever we are using in the transaction data, that we'll try to understand and create in the master data. Okay, then we'll go to the configuration. Okay, so that why, because if I just go to configuration data, okay, whatever I just say, that you will be agree, because you are not aware about it, what it is actually in the transaction data, what it is there in the master data, right? So if you aware about this transaction data and master data, when I'm just explaining to configuration data, okay, you will get idea about that. Okay, this is related to this transaction, and this is related to this master data configuration. Okay, clear? So as a consultant, we will be part of the configuration majorly. Okay. These are the, we should aware about this one, and because we need to be explained to the client, we need to be explained to the users when they're getting problem in the master data, when they're getting problem in the transactional data, they will come to you and they will request that, okay, this is how I'm getting problems. So based on that, whether it is a problem in the transaction or it is a problem in the configuration, that you need to be understood. Okay. So let's start the transactional data. Okay. So as a part of the P2P cycle, procurement to pay cycle. Okay. So what was the first process? So if you have the notes or something which you can open. Okay. So as a part of the procurement pay cycle,
requirements first.
The first one is requirement gathering. So
Purchase.
We will get different requirements from the different departments, or maybe from the stores or something. Okay, based on that, we will be creating the purchase requisition. Okay, so the first process is purchase requisition. So the transaction code is purchase requisition. The transaction code is ME51N. Okay. So create purchase requisition. Okay. So you can ask me the question like, sir, I just opened the purchase requisition, so I'm not understanding what we need to enter here. Okay. So as we discussed in the process, initially when we discussed about purchase requisition, in the requisition, what we discussed here, what are the points which is required? Okay. The requirement will be started at what actually it is required. And where it is required, and when it is required, how much it is required.
Yes.
Right. So what means it is a which product you are required, which product or material. Okay. That way the exactly which product is required. Then where means, okay, which plant it is required. Right. And when means the date, the delivery date, when you are as well looking for that. Okay, how much means the quantity, how much you require, quantity of order. Okay, quantity of the order you are looking. So this is basically this you need. Initially, if you have this information, you can create a purchase requisition. Okay. So in the standard, we have some materials SAP provided for testing purpose. Okay, so that is like 100 F100 and 100-110. Okay, 100 minus 200. This is the metal code numbers. Okay, this is metal code number which SAP provided for practicing purpose. Okay, so if you go to Material Master Record, sorry, if you go to Material Master Record, let's see, for this. If I go to Material Master Record MM03, okay, so I can see that, okay, whether these materials are there or not. First, you need to check that. Okay, so okay, 100 plus 100. I'm just going to the display. Okay, so I'm just going on display. In the display, if you can see that, okay, this is the one material which is already there, right? So and 100, 110. Okay, so you can see here, and this is again there is a one material which is there already. Okay, so these are the SAP which is already created. Okay, for a practicing purpose, they already created. Okay, so 100-200. Okay, actuation and okay. So there are so many materials which is there. Okay, but yeah, you can take one or two materials. We can use that. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, so these are the materials generally which we are using for a testing purpose. Okay, so where we can see these materials, the list where we can see, okay, MM60. If you go to MM60, okay, that is the report, Metal Master Record report. You can go here and you can see that whether these are all materials which is available or not. Okay, so you can see here, you can enter here the material number. So I'm just entering like this one. Okay, so executing this one, and you can see that which plant it is there. Okay, generally in the standard we are using like 1000 plant. Okay, so 1000 is the practitioner plan, and 1100 also is planting plan, and 2000 and to 100. Okay, so there's so many materials, so many plants which is available. Okay, 1200 like this which is there. Okay, you can see now. Okay, I'm not giving any plan because I just need to see that what are the material, what are the plants which is available for these materials, in which plant it is there, not materials. Okay, I'm just giving the only material numbers here. Okay, so I'm just executing this one, and also I don't know what is the type of the material also. So that's why I just want to see that what the type of the material as well. So if you see that here, okay, the plant code it is. So this material it is available. That these plants. Okay, so if you see that there are so many plants are there, so these plants it is available. Okay, so some people they are practicing and they're creating their own company codes and they extended this material. Okay, so they can use like this one. Okay, and if you want to see that the type of the material, you can see here the type of the materials we can see here. Okay, HALB and ROH. So ROH is the raw material and HALB is the semi-finished goods. Okay, so that we will discuss when we are talking about the material master code. Okay, so you can see here slide. So in MM60, okay, what will be happening? It is only valuated materials like this is accounting data and those plant data which is maintained, then only it will be displayed. So if you can see that the valuation class it is there and the standard price it is there, so those information, okay, it will be there. So all the materials will not be displayed in the MM60. Only valuated materials will be displayed here. Okay, material list which is valuated materials only. Okay, you can select that. Okay. And if you created anything, you can enter the name and you can see that. So if you have the table name, okay, maybe you have table name, so you can go to SC69, okay, and you can go to SC69 and you can enter table name. So this is the database table. So here also it will be stored. Okay, so this is the database table which we are generally using for the technically if you want to be design something which we are using here. Okay, but user level don't have access for the SC69, then they can go to report directly. They will go and they will check the report number. Okay, so this is the report MM60 and SC69 is database table. Okay, both are it is different. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay, So now I'm just going to the ME51N, okay, and I will try to create that, okay, some purchase requisition, okay. So somebody there put that some default settings, okay. Let's change this one, okay. Why this is not default setting? Then go to personal settings. Here also return always propose standard, okay. So since it is a practice server, right? So many people they'll do the so much this one, oh, what we can say like practicing, and they are doing some changing the default settings and templates will change. Okay, so let's see where they did this one. Don't think it will be. So it should be in the settings only, default setting, but I'm not sure why it is changing this one. There is only personal settings. And I just put that. Yeah, somebody they did something default. Maybe they did some customization. Okay, so we'll do one thing. We'll just remove this item. Why it is standard? Okay, they did something. See here, standard actually it is blank. Okay, so this somebody they did the configuration. So this practicing server and all, what they will do the every time, uh, whatever it is, like if they are planning like I just want to do something, a change in the item categories. So standard, so that's why the system SAP which is recommending that you should not touch any standard predefined settings. Okay, so because uh, someone of that starting to practice on the same server, then they are confusing on the maybe some system, some of the mappings are there. Okay, so that will not be work properly. Okay?
Mm.
We should not disturb any standard functionality. Okay? So now, if you I have to go to first item category. So you can see the areas as well. Here, logistic execution, logic subset. Okay.
Mm.
Nomination, item type, item category. it is changed in ME21 as well? Just need to go ME21 and also the change. Okay, just comparing to the other systems, it should be like blank. Okay, it should not be A, it should be blank. Okay, so since they mapped also, okay, here they already mapped here. So let me check that where we can see this one. Here, if we see that this is a blank and that they map like A. So it should be blank. This is okay. If you have other systems, then we can check that. But let's see if in S4HANA how it is like. Okay, if I go to ME51M, if you can see here. So this is sorry, this is account estimate category, right? So I'm just go to account item category. Okay, if I'm go to item category, standard is blank.
Okay.
Okay. So but there's somebody they change like yeah, they're putting like yeah. Okay. So that's what it is happen. But yeah, if we can change this here as well, but we should not to perform any changes in the configuration, standard configuration. Okay, these are default, but still some people there are trying like to modifying that existing system because they are not aware about somebody they are explaining about it. Okay, you can look into this is the configuration, you can change here. Okay, see if you see that the item category is blank here. Okay, item category blank and this and if I just compare the same thing here, the configuration, it is started with like here account item category is black, it is something like combination A, C like that. But here if you see that blank it is. So there's somebody there did the changes here. So we'll if we change this one here again, we need to be modify all the things because where he did the changes, everything we just need to look into that. Mm.
We cannot restore the default settings.
Should not change this, but yeah, let's try. We'll change this one. Okay. But again, the combinations also we need to change. So this is a problem. So where exactly it is impacting that we are not aware, right? So if we are
Till cost center it was.
Item category does not exist. Saying that it is saying somewhere it is somewhere they change. Even I just changed here, but somewhere it is like there is item categories. So this is the tables which we can see the 69. Okay, W here. Let's try here. Item categories. So the language English C. Okay, so this is mapping. But there exactly where it is the change, we are not aware about it. So let's keep it same. Maybe we have to change somewhere in the configuration for where it is in the backend. Maybe they change on the configuration. Okay, so that again, because here it is not accepting. If you see that, just enter here. Okay, so item category does not exist blank. Okay, so it is somewhere it is mapped. Not here, it is somewhere it is mapped with here. So this we need to be changed first. Okay, so because it is coming defaultly like here, I just take the entry already. So it's not only here, there is somewhere in the backend, there is somewhere the setting it is there. Okay, so we'll do one thing. We'll check later this. Okay, where exactly it is there. So let's keep it like same. The mapping. Okay, and I'll be trying to go with the creation of the purchase requisition. Okay, and with I'll just putting the same, but you just think that this is a blank. Okay, in the standard it is blank. Somebody they created wrongly. Okay. Okay, so we'll try somewhere where exactly it is matching, where exactly they are mapped this one. We'll try and we'll change that. Okay. Okay. So and account assignment category. So if you discussed last time, if you remember that last time we discussed about item category and account assignment category. Okay. So what is the difference between account assignment category and item category? Account assignment category we are using for the when we are using for the direct consumption. For consumption purpose we are using.
Yes.
And item categories we are using for the particular stocks, particular special process like okay, special stock process like. So it's like a type of the process which you are following like. Okay. So if you are going with a third party process, subcontracting process and stock transfer services, consignment like that, we can select here. Okay. And now the material number which I explained, we can enter the material number here. Okay. And how much quantity, suppose let's say 10 quantity, and which plant it is like 1000 plant. Okay. And if you have the store location, you can enter the store location, or else we can leave it out. Okay. And apart from this one, okay, so which what material it is required, which material it is required, and how much quantity and plant, which plant, and delivery date. So that the delivery date when you are expecting the delivery date. Okay, suppose I'm just expecting on 31st. Okay, so this is what right we discuss here. So which material and how much quantity and when it is required and where exactly it is. So I just enter the detail and enter. So what will happen once you enter this material number? So material must record what are the material data which is maintained, like description, material description, purchasing related data. Okay, well, all this information will be captured here. Okay, so If you see that the price, which is like it is capturing from, okay, if I just go to double click on this one, okay, metal master card, this is a metal master card. I can see here from here. I can go to accounting data. Okay, here you can see that the accounting data which is maintained, the price which is maintained. Okay, so okay, and now if you see that the delivery date which is you are expecting on 31st, okay, so the delivery date which you are expecting delivery date 31st. So here what will be happen? It will be given at delivery date 31st. So if you are expecting delivery date on 31st, that means there should be some plan. Okay, that means 10 days before you have to plan. That means you should be released this purchase requisition or purchase order before 22nd. Okay, so then it will be take long time, 10 days, maybe plan delivery time and GR processing time, and on that time we will get the stock. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so how you will get this information plan delivery time, that is also maintained in the metal master record. Okay, so for this plan, okay, in the MRP, you go to MRP. Okay, so they can maintain that plan delivery time, how long it will be take. If you see that the plan delivery time, which is taking 10 days. Okay, if I just maintain the GR processing time as well. Okay, if I go to GR processing time and I have maintained some GR processing time here, so that also will be taken. GR processing time is nothing but like once I receive the stock, how long it will be take to keep the stock in my premises. Okay, so plan delivery time is nothing but like from creation of a purchase requisition, purchase order processing, and sending to the client, sending to the vendor, and a vendor will be sending goods back to us. So that entire the plan process will be taken for 10 days. Okay. Okay. So like you can maintain all the information, and if you see the purchasing group, okay. So in this purchasing group as well, you can see that you can maintain the purchasing group here. So in the middle master, what are the information which is maintained, that is there here. Okay, it is captured. And coming to source of supply, okay, if you have the proper source list, and if you have the fixed vendors, and if you have the proper info records, and if you have the proper agreements, then it will be captured automatically. Okay, so if I just click on assign source of supply, so for this material, what are the vendors which is there, it will display. Already, because this is a standard one, right? They already maintain some info record, right? So how many vendors it is, like for 100 iPhone 100, there is a 1,000 vendor is there. Okay, and 1,000 vendor with net price 766, and for a purchase organization 1,001, and 1,000 vendor for the same info record with a different price and with a different purchase organization plan. Okay, so if I enter the purchase organization here, let's say, assume that I just entered my purchase organization here. Okay, let's show you that where I can see here.
Source of supply.
Here also you can enter source of supply. Will you go back? Right? Okay, I'll just go back here. Okay, maybe you can see here somewhere the purchase organization it is there. Okay, so in item level also it is there. If I enter just 1,000. Okay. Okay, now I will go back. We can go back here. I think. Okay, so if I go enter a purchase, here also I can enter, and here also I can enter. Okay, now I enter here. Now just go to assign of source of supply. So particularly purchase organization 1,000. Okay, whatever it is there, it will display. Only purchase organization 1,000, it will display.
Okay.
So this is the assigned source of supply. So if I have already multiple sources, that means multiple vendors are there. Okay, in that multiple vendors, so it will display like okay, this is the price, this vendor, this is the price, this vendor, this price. So which vendor you want, we go ahead. Okay, and if you go to source list, okay, let's go to the source list first. ME01. Okay? This is master data. Okay, material number and the plant just enter. If I see that, so here they not maintain any source list. That's why, okay, it is displaying what are the info records is there. It is displaying. So if I maintain something which is like standard and I'm just putting like fixed vendor, okay, then defaultly that will be take, because if you see that the option here, if you see that here option like fixed vendor.
Mm.
If I selected fixed vendor, then it is defaultly it will be take that fixed vendor. Okay.
Okay.
So where we can see the info record number where we can see in the ME11. So ME11, go to ME11 and enter the purchase organization plant and okay. So it is not necessary plant every time. Okay, if you have info record at particularly plant level, then you can maintain, or else you can remove that also. Okay, so I just enter this one, and who is the vendors? There are so many vendors are there, right? So the vendor 1000. Let's assume that 1000 it is there. Then this is the info record number. So I'm trying to create, because already it is info record, it is there, then the system is displaying that okay, you have already info record number, so you cannot create that with the same combination, you cannot create. So then what you can do, you have to go to display. Then I can see that there is info record number, it is there. The info record number and the prices which you maintain here. Okay, so there is a conditions which is like this is the particular period, how much it is there, the prices which is like, okay, the prices we can see here. Okay, so that is what how it will be work source of supply. And the status initially it will be the not edited and it's not at created, and the conduct versions whether you created manually, who created, and whether it is automatically create the purchase requisition. As I said, right, sometimes purchase purchase requisition can be created automatically in the backend based on the
Yes.
plan orders maybe, right?
Mm.
So from planning MRP, when we are running MRP, so the system will be checking that the procurement type, whether it is external or internal vendor. So whether it is in-house production or external procurement, then based on that, it will be create the plan orders or purchase requisition, right? So in
Yeah.
that case, the system will display like, okay, it's created from the MRP. So like we have a different it is there, okay, from converted from the plan order to purchase requisition and the MRP, okay, and where there is a like third party process which is sales and distribution which is converted. So like it will be like, okay. And the requisition number you can enter here requisitioner like who are requested this one. Suppose Rajesh he requested, then I can enter Rajesh name. Okay, he's the
Okay.
response for this entire requirement. So that will be updated here. And the purchasing group which is coming from the Metal Master card, MRP also which is coming from uh, Metal Master card. So if you go to Metal Master card and the MRP, okay, there will be a MRP controller. Okay, so this MRP control will be capturing there. Okay, so that information which is capturing here. Okay, this is MRP controller, which is mainly for the planning purpose. If there is any planning is generated, MRP which is generated, plan orders or purchase requisition, that information which is required. Now it is not necessary here in this case. Okay,
Okay.
and if you have the project name or ID number for this requirement, of course, the 15 items are there. 15 items. So each and every item has a tracking number. Why we need the tracking number? Because if I just I don't know who is the vendor, best vendor. Suppose I don't know who is the vendor. Okay, then what I can do? I can use the tracking number. I can send this purchase RFQ when I just created RFQ and sending to the multiple vendors. I can track the based on the tracking number, because I have the thousands of requirements every day. Okay, if I don't have proper tracking number, okay, so if I'm getting so many quotations from the vendor, which quotation it is belongs to the which requirement we don't know exactly. So the tracking number will be helpful to the, okay, this is the tracking number, okay, this is the requirement for the cachings, and this is the requirement for service, this is requirement for the some stock items, like, okay,
Okay.
clear?
Okay.
Okay. So this is the way we'll be creating the purchase requisition. And coming to the here document type. Okay. So there are multiple document types are there. It is not standard. Okay. If you see that Z series, it started with Z series. It is not standard. But whatever it is started, it is like NB document type NB, UB, FO. There's some RV. So these are some standard document types are there. but it depends on the client requirements. If they want to go ahead for the customized, they can go ahead. So why they want to go with the customized one? Because might be the requirements they want to be divided. Like in the standard, we have only standard purchase requisition, but I just want my client to they want to be differentiate that service requisitions separately, and for the spare parts requisition separately, or maybe a local domestic locality separately for a okay. So like they want to be divided like different their requirements. They can go ahead with the different document types. Okay. So maybe consumables they want to be go ahead separately. Okay. And some some dangerous products separately document type. So why we selected this one? If I selected this one, what will be happen? It will be impacting under the number PR number. Okay, so the number will be generated different numbers for the different document types. Okay, and also it will be controlling the screens. Okay, which field it is mandatory, which field is not mandatory. That also it will be controlled. Okay. Now I'm just saving this one. Okay, and if you're not clear, still if it is not completely done, you should you still need some information to fill up with the purchase requisition. Okay, then you can do the park. Okay, and hold. Okay, so park and hold. Okay, if I just took if I have some error message, if it is coming red color. Okay, if it is yellow color, then it's okay. Just like information purpose.
Information.
Warning. But if it is red color, then you cannot save this one, or you can park this one. So in that case, you can put on hold. Okay, because still you need some information. But still, if you have the information, then you can put the park, and you need to take some approvals from the high level. You can just put the park as well. Okay, so when you just the park, this one. Okay, it is display purchase equation, but it is status of park. Okay, clear?
Okay.
If I just save this one, then now it is saved. Okay.
Okay. To search this purchase requisition again.
Yeah, you can just click on here. If you can click on here, okay. This is other purchase requisition field. You can just click on here and just enter the PR number here. What is the PR number? It is there. Or if you not remember this icon, you can go here and you can click on other purchase requisition. And you can enter here. Okay. Order it in bits. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
So this is the way we can create a purchase requisition. Okay. And we can see that the purchase requisition which is created number. Okay, so generally this is a testing system. People are playing with the numbers, playing with the screens. Okay, so generally maybe it's always good with 10 digits number.
Okay.
Okay, so if I go to SPRO, okay, so particularly if I go to SPRO and there is a material management and okay, and if you go to purchasing and this purchase requisition, and here you can see that number is here. So the document type, what is document type here? Somebody there like 551, right? So I can go to table also, or I can go to screen as well. Okay, so sorry. So I can go with table as well. Okay, 551 something, right? That is the here. If you can see that this is the JDA document type. So if JDA document, if I go to JDA document here, this position and just select that JDA document type. In the document type, you can see that okay, the number range which is defined here, okay, 13. Okay, so if I go to this 13. Okay, so if you see that the sequence is 551, okay, so based on this, it is capturing there. Okay, so but we created standard document type, right? So go with that ME53N. and my purchase request number is just okay. So in case my purchase request number, this is the my purchase request number, it's okay. But if it is not my purchase request number, okay. So how we can find that purchase request number today which we created? You can go to ME5A. Sorry, ME5A.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the report again. Okay. So in this report, you can see that list of the display of the purchase requisitions. Okay. So for each process, there will be a report and there will be a table names. Okay. Table name is different and the report is different. Okay. And now, how I can find here?
Requisition.
One way is I can enter that my document date. Okay. Uh, so if there is any
Requisition.
date, sorry.
Requisitioner.
Yeah, requisitioners also which is there. Okay, if I suppose Rajesh is there, but there are so many purchase requisitions will be created under the Rajesh, then it's problem. If it is now, it's okay, only one. But if it is a future, same requisition can be created thousands of purchase requisitions, right? In that case, what we can do, we can go with some other parameters like creation of indicator or creation indicator and or maybe when it is processed or if you have remember that delivery date or release
Mm-hmm.
date,
Yeah.
okay, or the material number which if you have material numbers, purchase group, okay, if you
Mm-hmm.
have the purchase request number directly you can enter. Okay. So there are so many ways we can do here. Okay. So you can come down and you can see there are some. If there is a suppose there is a field, it is not whatever the field which you are looking into that if it is not there, okay, then you can go here. Dynamic selections are there. Okay, just click on this one and I just uh, go to here and you can put like a creation indicator and when it is created or release. So created so that you can enter here the details here. Okay, if suppose I just enter here like you. Then I can see this is the created 1 second. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the date wise also we can find here. Okay, so the different ways of searching here. In case this is very difficult if you operating the report, then you can go to table name. Okay, because in the real time, I just said that okay, the users don't have the access to the SC69. Obviously, they have to look into the report level. So you must be know about that. What are the reports it is there? Then only you can explain to the users like this is the report we have. Okay, and that you can explain that. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Okay.
Okay, so now if you can see that the database table level event is the table, okay, and you can see the purchase request number, item number, document type, and category. Category is like again B purchase request and item category. So which we discussed last time, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the document category will be part of the what type of the process which is like what is the document, external document, internal document like. Okay, and the process status you can see here like and which is not at edited. That means still it is not processed to the PR or PO. So still not processed to the PO, RFQ or quotations, anything. Still it is not processed. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so not edited and okay, you can see that's the creation indicator. It is manually created. Why I'm just explaining here because tomorrow if logically if they want to some report like what are the purchase requisitions which is created manually that I need separate list of the report, then maybe you can look into these factors and you can see that okay if this field is R, then these are the materials are these are the purchase requisitions are created manually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's why that was because table also very important to understand that. Okay, clear?
Okay.
And who created and when it is created and the requisitions, all this information will be there here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So go to ME52 and okay, I can still change the purchase requisition. I still can change the purchase requisition. Maybe I just enter wrongly the quantity. Maybe can enter that okay. I need 100 pieces. Then okay, I can change that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If suppose requisition and just need to be changed wrongly, I just updated. You can change that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So still I can change the MF52 and okay.
Okay.
Okay, and this is the text which I discussed about right last time. If I had a text, and then if you want to be put some note or something like, you can put here text. So this is a white paper. Okay, so whatever you want, you can write it. Maybe if you have some formula, okay, that formula you can mention here, or if you have some terms of conditions, you can mention that terms of conditions. If you have shipping instructions, that you can maintain that. Okay, so especially if it is material related or delivery related or item related or something like vendor related, that you can create the item text as well separately. Okay, that information you can, if I maintain here this information capture for all the item numbers, and if I maintain here it is only for the this item, because if I created some other item, maybe it's the second item. Okay, if I go to the second line item, which I just entering that uh, 110. Okay, and the top which is 100 iPhone 100, that is one material number, and the second one is 100 iPhone 110, that is the second material number. Okay, so maybe this is I have requirement like okay, so this is I have like 1000 products. Okay, or something which like so. So here you can see that you can information, all this information is there. So first item and second item. Okay. So the text which you are mentoring, if it is especially for the second line item, then you can go to item level. Okay. And if it is first line item, you can go to first line item. If it is common for the entire all the items, then you can mention the top. So that was the header in the item level.
Okay.
Okay. Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
So here we got the red icon, right? While you were entering.
Yeah, red icon. Yeah. If suppose, let's say I'm just entering wrong. Okay. That means the system is checking that, okay, this material, okay, I just observed that this is a material number which is not available in the database. So just giving that error message like, okay, material that is not maintained, something which is not there exist. Okay. So wherever it is wrong, okay, might be some information which is wrong, like suppose plant I just enter wrongly. Okay. Might be I just enter something which is not properly maintained or properly, which is not matching to the for creation of requisition. Okay. So then it will give that error message.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So that way the error message it will be given. Okay. So again, this requisition might be something Mohan or someone, and you can enter this Mohan and Rajesh like this. Okay.
Okay. We can save this here.
Yeah, we can save and we can go ahead for the further. Now, if we go to material data tab, okay, I can see the information for material number, material group, and material description. That information which is capturing from the material master record. Okay, so the basic information like basic data. If we go to basic data, the basic data I can see that the material description and okay material group. Okay, so that information I can see from the basic data one. If I maintain the some vendor material number also, I can maintain here. Okay, can get that information as well. Okay. So when a material number is like this will be particular vendor, right? So if I maintain the vendor, then for that vendor, if you info record, if they maintain any vendor material number, because vendor side might be the number will be different. Suppose my side, if Kachu is there, Kachu my side it is like I'm just calling like product number 110. Okay? So, but from the vendor side might be that is different. He don't know what is the 110. Okay, might be they can understand the description, but they cannot understand the code. So if they are easily to understand that, okay, you already aware about that the code number. Okay, that code number if you entered here, then they can get that information. Okay, you are ordering something which like catches. Okay, this is the code from their end. Okay, so vendor material number also it will be like. Okay, so how it is like if you are ordering something in Amazon, each and every product had a one product code, product ID, right? So that product ID is like that. Okay. And here the quantity, and if there is an alternative, there is a if it is ST, right? If suppose you see this is ST, right? Okay, this ST which is maintained in the which they maintain in the base intermediate. Okay. In case if they're maintaining something like order unit is different, purchasing in the order unit if they're maintaining separately, okay, then it might be the order unit based on the order unit, it will be like it will be displayed like conversion. Okay, okay. We always look, ordering this product based maybe in the boxes, in the packets or something like. Okay, so then the conversion will be displayed. Okay,
Okay.
and this is the price which is maintained in the MetaMaster card. Okay, if there is no proper price which is not maintained, then I can maintain manually in the there. Okay, and account assessment category. Okay, this information only when you are using the account assessment category. Okay, consumption purpose. Okay, and if you have the default source of supply, and if you have the purchasing information, okay, and if you have the fixed vendor stores information, it is capturing here. Okay, again, here also vendor material number, right, which is using by vendor. Okay, and the status will be like not edited now, but when you processing, then it will be edited. Maybe it's like looks like it will be created PO or RFQ it is created. Okay, that you can see. The contact persons like who created and who is responsible one. The person, the contact person who are the responsible here, that will be, and text here. And the delivery address always it will be like planned address and so location address which is like. Okay. So this is the entire which like if you have the tracking number, you can maintain like suppose I have P123, okay, for this material, and I have something like P456. This is some tracking number I can maintain. Okay. So that's what this is the purchase equation. Now I can save. If there is any release strategy, approval strategy, it is there, then you will get here. There is a tab like release approval, or you can get like item level also release approval. So that means okay, before you ordering this product, okay, before you going for this searching for the RFQs or quotations, RPO or something like, okay, they must be get approval from the requisitioners. Okay, so they need to be validate that okay, what is the product name and how much it is ordered, something like and the value of product, everything they will check and they will be approving that. Okay, so there again multiple levels of approvals, which is like finance level, okay, marketing level and sales level, procurement level, store level. So there are so many levels which is like which is need. So if you approval strategy which you activated, then it will come here. Okay, so that is we call release strategy. Okay, release process. Okay, that we will discuss when we are mapping to that. Okay, that we will discuss. Okay, now I have created a purchase request number. The purchase request number. This is purchase request number. Okay, and now the recommend is ready. But now so what is the next process in the P2P cycle?
Source of supply, RFQ.
Identification of the source of supply. Right. So identification of source of supply. Can say source of supply. What are the first process in this?
RFQ.
RFQ, request for quotation. So, what is the transaction code here? ME41. Okay. So ME41 is a request for quotation. Okay. So you can go and search in ME41 here. Okay. So there will be a request RFQ types as we have the PR document types, like here also RFQ types are there. Okay. And the language, which language it is required, and RFQ date. Okay, when you are planning to create this RFQ, and the quotation deadline. Okay, so quotation deadline is one of the important field because okay, I cannot wait for 1 year, 2 years, right? For quotation, right? So there should be some locking period, right? So I just waiting for this. Suppose my requirement is on 31st. So I should be get information at least 1 or 2 days. I'm expecting that the price. So if the vendor is taking long time to send a quotation, price quotation, then it is not used for me. Okay? So there should be some deadline like okay, tomorrow we are closing this quotations. So make sure that you send me the price details to me. Okay, so that I can update into my system. right?
Mm.
So that deadline is very important. So here I'm just entering here 2301. Okay, and if any, especially the person who is taking care about this RFQs and quotation, the purchasing external document. Okay, so internally I know internally he is taking care. Okay, DE2 purchasing group. Okay, but material level. But in case for this requirement, if there is any buyer group, especially, okay, you can choose that. Okay. Okay, so if suppose some Ramesh is taking someone who is taking care, okay, that you can enter here. Okay, okay. And that delivery date you can mention here when you are planning to get this. Okay, so once
We will know purchasing group while creating RFQ.
you can it is not mandatory. Okay, but if it is there, then they can contact you. Suppose the vendors have some doubt, okay, in the quotations or the price quotations, maybe they have some doubts, they will be reaching to you, right? To whom they can reach some buyer who the person like, okay. So that person will be like purchasing group, right? Okay. So you have the RFQ number. Okay, I can create a manually also without purchase request number. I can create with the outline agreement, or I can create with a purchase request number. So now I'm just planning with purchase request number. I just need to enter the purchase request number. Okay, so this is the purchase request number, and okay, and this is purchasing group. If you not required, also you can remove. No problem. Okay, I just enter this one. So item category, so there are multiple items are there. So I just need to enter the which item number. So for one item, two items, the like okay. Oh, okay, item category, okay. So they change right standard. Okay, just entering this also. Okay. So now collective number, okay, which is like again for tracking purpose. Okay. So you can put like project 1, 2, 3. Okay, and payment terms, if there is any payment terms and conditions which you are from your country, like we are paying within 14 days 3% discounts and payables, like we can maintain that. Okay, payment terms and currency. So this will be captured automatically, but here maybe there is something configuration change, that's why it's not showing here, but it will become automatically. Okay, it's not necessary actually in this case. Okay. So now it is captured all the information from the purchase requisition. So we just select the copy and click on adapt details. Okay. So then what are the details which is like tracking number, quotation deadline numbers, okay, and RFQ quantity, everything will be captured here. So then you can go to next. Then you can see the item number here. Okay. So the information here. Now what is the purpose here? We are creating RFQ. What is the purpose of creating the RFQ?
We are sending information to vendor.
Yeah, so we are sending this information to vendor to get the quotations, price quotation. So here what you need to do, you need to be selected to whom you are planning to send. Okay. Okay, so I'm just clicking on here vendor and I just need to be select here. Okay, suppose I have the 4,000 vendor are there, 100 vendors are there. Okay, I have to be selected. Okay, I'm just entering here. This is the vendor. Okay. So I'm just sending this quotation to this vendor. So when I'm just saving this one, the system is generating to the one. So there is a message how you want to be send this messages like printout, fax. That okay. That will be the configuration, output configuration. It is not there, but it's okay. Okay, I'm just sending okay. Okay. So that then it RFQ number which is created. Okay. So generally. How many RFQs will create based on your list of the vendors. Okay, if suppose 1,000 is my vendor, so 1,000 I just send to 1,000 vendor. If I have 100 also vendor, okay, then I can send to 100 vendor also. Then I can create one more RFQ number.
So whichever price is less or quality.
Yeah. So we just need to be. We are just planning to get this price quotation from all the vendors, right? The multiple vendors. So every time it will be create one RFQ number, okay, for each and every vendor. Okay, so like suppose I have someone which is like 1001. Okay, let's assume that. Okay, and this is again different languages. Okay, okay, I'm just again saving this one. Okay, okay. So whatever we are getting that message, okay, it is all because of the output determination. Okay, output determination is nothing but like a. So these are the different language. Okay, so output determination is nothing but like it. How you can send this information to the vendor. Okay, so that is again a separate configuration which is required. Okay, separate master data which is required. So that we will do in the NACE. Okay, so in NACE, if you see that each and every process have the separate output configuration. So if we are talking about a EA partial equation, okay, so these are the list we have output types. Okay, so here you need to be maintain the condition records. Okay, you need to maintain the condition records for this NA. Okay, with these combinations like document type and purchase organizations and vendor combinations, you can maintain the, or you can maintain the document only document type. Okay, if it is a standard format and if it is want to go ahead the same format, I can take it up only for a one document type. Okay, so here what document type you have selected EAN. So it is there only AB it is there, it is configured, but AN it is not configured. So you can select that. Okay, you can enter that and partners. Okay, and the median type is printout. Okay, and the languages and date range. Okay? And when you want to be sent, all these things we can do here. And just click on the communications, and since we are it is demo server, right? We can select that demo output device. So we have standard LOCL it is there. Okay, or LP01 is there. So it is there two output devices for standard testing purpose. Okay, you can use anything LOCL and LOPL. Okay, clear. So if you have maintained this one, then that is configured for the output type. Now, suppose I'm just planning to the some other vendor. Okay. So it will be like save. So now I'm not getting that error message because messages are already configured. Output are already configured, right? Okay. So like you can if you created your own vendor master record numbers, okay, you can do it. Okay, a number of vendors we can send it. Okay, so you can search here. Okay, and for purchase organization level. Okay, which vendor is so purchase organization 1000 level. What are the vendors list? It is there. It will display all these vendors. Okay? There are so many vendors which is displayed. Okay, you can see here and you can enter that which vendor you want to be go ahead. Okay, I just enter 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003 like that I enter, right? So you can go ahead with your own vendor number if you have the vendor number. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Okay, so let me try with some other one 1010. Okay, I'm just entering this one and okay. So and save. Okay, so now all the RFQs which is created and which we send already to the vendor. Okay, right? So now we report transaction. If you want to see that RFQs list, CABME 410 we can use and we can see that okay the purchase document number which is created. Okay. Okay, with your tracking number. So if you see that the tracking number will be the same, but the vendors are different. Okay, so searching purpose it is very easy. Okay, if I don't remember that, okay, I can enter some tracking number, I can easily search that. Okay.
So tracking number we can define, right?
Yeah, we can give the tracking number and collector numbers to both we can do. Okay. Okay. So now if you see that there are so many RFQs which is created for each and every vendor, and the tracking number will be the same, correct numbers will be same. And if you see that the prices is still it is showing 0. That means still it is not updated. The prices we didn't receive the quotations. Okay, so now we just expecting that. Okay, uh, okay, you can take the printout as well. Okay, maybe if you configure for the print preview, you can see that the print preview for that. Okay, so this is the what the vendor RFQ number and company details and to whom that was dispatched. So this is standard format. Okay? But still, if the client looking into the some customer format, you have to design that. The developer will design that. Okay. So wherever it is the configure something, which you can see that also in the ME43. If you go to ME43, the background sections are open. ME43. Okay, so let's say I'm just going here and I'm just entering here. You can see here there is a messages here. Okay, so that messages which is like yellow color, that means still it is not processed. Okay, so it is updated, but this information should be there. Okay, the output determination condition record which you maintain properly, then the information which will be captured. Again, what you need to do? Okay, you need to be go to ME9A. To close something. ME9A. Okay. So each and every process have their own transaction codes for output. Okay. So here for the ME9A, it is like RFQ output. Okay. So you can see the application name here. EA is represent like it's a purchase requisition RFQ. Okay. RFQ. Okay. So each and every process have the separate output application ID. Okay. And I just you can see here and you can execute here. Okay, then you can see this information. Now you can generate the output here. Okay. If it is generate output, then it will come like a checkbox. Okay, so it will be go to this output device. So wherever the output device it is mapped, this output device that will be go to that printout. So general output device is nothing but like a printer. If you have that 10 printers are there in your company. Okay, so where exactly that printer it is there. So there it will be get the output. So the printout it will become. Okay, and you can see the message also display messages. You can see here.
So how many windows can be opened at a time?
8 windows you can open.
8.
General 8 windows depends. It will like sometimes it will be like 6 windows only. Sometimes it will be 8 windows. Okay, depends. The data also will be mapped from the basis team. Okay, they can share. They can restrict like this much of the screens we can open. This much. Okay. Now if you see that RFQ. Okay, now it is green color because I already processed here. If you see that here already processed here checkbox. Okay. So that means it is processed successfully. Okay. So in the real time, if you're getting some problem like red color or something like, then there is some problem with output determination that is not processed successfully. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
Okay. So now this is processed like so everything which we need to do the same way. Okay. So whatever the output types which is there, still it is not processed. All we have to be generate a output. Okay. Clear?
Okay.
So that is the what output determination which we can generate the process. So even if you not enter the purchasing group or something, which it's okay. Okay. So I just entered the only purchase organization. So there are so many it is there. Right. So each and every like LP01, LP, so there are so many orders, so many RFQs which is already not at process. Okay. So or else what you can do, Okay, if it's very difficult to see that, then what you can do, you can enter the document date here. Okay? So when it is created process, so on that date, okay, whatever it is there, it will be. So it's already processed. Two documents which are already processed, right? That's why it is no documents which is suitable. Okay, it's already processed. Clear?
Okay.
So this is the way which will be happen. So now, as of now, I did only for the Mr. We have two items, right? But I did only for the one item. Okay, RFQ. But the second again, because multiple items might be having multiple vendors, because castings they are sending from the one vendor, and slug for spiral castings will be sending from the different vendors. So each and every item I'm just creating the different RFQ. So again, I'm just going with ME41 and I'm selecting that what it is required, information, quotation deadline, everything. Okay, and I'm just going to RFQ and the number, and I'm just entering this time 20, because 20 items still it is not processed. Okay.
Okay.
Enter. Okay, so item category.
So usually item category will be blank only. Just
Yeah,
that
it should be blank. That's why
there.
it should be blank always. But
Okay.
here it is like somebody they changed all the settings, right? So that's what which is coming repeatedly a problem. Okay. Okay, so you can capture and you can send this information here. Okay, and you can see here, and from here you can send to the details. So before that, you can, if you want to see that any details information, or like payment terms if you want to change, currency you want to change, incomes you want to change, something if you want to change that, you can change here. Okay. So even currency will be like euros, you can change the euros, and if you want to change the purchase group, you can change the purchase group. Okay, or it will be you can change.
Okay.
Okay, and you can enter the text as well. Okay, your reference and our reference. Okay, maybe some model number, some reference number will be there, something which we can enter that. Okay, so as we discuss something like your reference, this is the number, our reference it is like, okay, so that also you can do it. And go to item overview. And here you can also enter the text as well. Okay, enter text, which is like if you want to maybe write something deadlines. Okay, if I didn't receive on before deadline, then I'll be rejected. Straightforward, I'm rejecting that. And terms of delivery, so there should be some quality parameters and everything should be validated. So all this information should be can maintain like that. Okay. So long text also can maintain. So if it is not enough this screens, then I can maintain a long text as well.
Okay. Okay.
So I just said that it's like a paper. Okay. Okay. So and if you need to be go with multiple items, you can enter multiple items, and if you want to delete unwanted items, you can delete it, and the vendor address, and if there is any partners out there, maybe I said right, maybe he is just supplying the good, but someone is transportation is different, and the billing will be different. So there are multiple partners are there. That will be, and if there is any release strategy which is there, again release strategy approvals will be required, and this is for output. Okay, and this is for the item details if you want to go for, and in details additional data information which you want to go, any planned delivery time, and any some seasons net weight, gross weight, or something which incoterms or something which I can go ahead with that, and address, delivery address, which address you are looking into that, the address, plant address which is like. Okay. So all this information I can capture here. Okay, this service. Yeah, there is function like so. Now I'll be sending this to the vendor, 1000 vendor. Okay. Again, I'm sharing this one. So I will get some one RFQ number. So each vendor have a separate RFQ number. Okay. So that's why. So there are multiple RFQ numbers are there. Then it's very difficult to track, right? So that's why we are maintaining the tracking number. So if I have the tracking number, I can enter the tracking number, collective number. Okay. So that collective number will be helpful to the tracking to all the RFQs. Okay.
Okay.
Again, now I can go to my report, which is like ME4 and awesome. Okay, then I can see that, okay, when it's created and maybe based on that information, I can capture that document numbers. Okay, done. Okay, so you can see here the document date it is there. You can see that, and you can see here it will be like it's created P456. Okay, clear? Because I just entered the purchase group 001. If I enter 002, then that will be the different. Okay.
Nothing.
So I just entered 001 here. That's why. So whatever 001 it is there, it is capturing. It is now whatever it is created, it is created now. Okay. Now, so let's assume that I got all the pricing quotations. Okay. Now I'm good with that entering all the details. So the quotation deadline also is completed. So then I will go to the maintain the quotation. Me 47. Okay. So by one, we'll be entering that. Okay. Quotation number. Okay. And we'll be entering quotation numbers and the prices, everything which we are entering here. What are the prices which we are getting? All the prices which we are entering. Okay. Suppose this is 100 rupees. Okay. Okay. So if it's already default, which is already there, maybe the condition records which is already there. Okay. So that condition records will be captured the information. Okay. So there might be have the some conditions here, cash discount it is there. Okay, so that cash discount which is taken because of payment terms. Because of payment terms, which I have said that within the on time, if you are paying, then I will get some 3% discount, cash discount. So I already it is saying that okay, this is the way. Okay, if I'm just assuming that it is paying immediately, so the cash discount it is calculating. Okay, and if you have any discounts or something like okay, you can mention like if you have a 1% discount it is there, then the price will be changed. Okay, and if there is any extra freight charges will be there, then if I suppose I just entering that something like 97 rupees. Okay, so that freight charges will be entering here. Okay, so like all the information will be capturing here. Okay, clear?
Okay.
And I'm just saving this one. Okay, now let's go to the summary accounts. I'm just entering here 110 rupees. Okay, so again for this, so you understand right why it is calculating like 1067. Okay, because the payment terms which is there. Okay, 3% discount, cash discount. Okay, so assuming that okay, high level the cash discount, how much I will get. So as per the payment terms, okay, within 14 days if you are paid, I will get a 3% discount. Okay, so I'm just assuming that I will be paid within the 30 days, within the 14 days will be paid. Okay. Okay, so that's what it is like. Okay, now I'm just entering all these details again. Okay, wherever it is there, I'm just entering. So let's say I got only somewhat of 4 vendors. Okay, I just entering all this information. Okay, and if there is any conditions are there, we can enter the conditions here. Okay, so I charges any customer any charges which is there, we can enter here. Okay, so I just entered now 4. Let's say so. Now I got that. What is that? Maintain quotation. Right? Maintain quotation ME47. Okay. Maintain quotation which is like ME47. Now price comparative. Okay, ME49. ME49. Okay, so comparison. Now, whatever the quotation which is getting, so might be I got only 4 quotations. So let's assume that I'm just comparing all these quotations, which will like ME49.
Okay.
Okay. So I can enter the collective number which you have. Okay. So like P123. Okay. And if you want to include the discount, delivery date, effective dates, all these prices which will, if you want to include, you can just click on this one. Okay. If you want directly base price only, then you just unselect this one. Okay. Now I got a 4, right? So there is 79.84. I didn't get that. Let's assume that only as per my quotation deadline, I didn't receive the 79 and 84. They received only 81, 83, 82. So 4 quotations I got. So based on the, so here it is giving that quotation item not yet maintained. Quotation item not, I didn't get that, right? So I just comparing this 81, 82, 83, 84. So it is giving that rank 1 for the 81 because I'm getting this very less price, 97 rupees, all including all, and it is 101 and 106 and 116. So the prices will be different for the different vendors. Okay. So wherever it is like good, okay, you can go to quotation and you can see the prices. Okay, and there is a rejection indicator. It is there. Okay? If it is not, if you don't want to be accept that, and if you want to be reject, then you can select that and click on this, and you can select the indicator and save. And where again here again it will go and it will like a rejection indicator. I'm selecting and save. Again, I'm just going this one. I'll be going and again it will. I'm just rejecting. So why we are doing this rejection indicator? Because when we are just creating the PO, system should not accept to create the PO with reference to what rejected quotations. Okay, so that's for the information which we have. Okay, and you can select this one and click on additional information. You can see that the entire information of that okay, payment terms, which like and Kinko terms. Okay, all this information you can see for the each and every vendor. Okay, clear? So this is what we can go ahead here. So any questions here?
No, that's
okay. So you got the point, right? How to do this everything, right? So you can use LOCL or LOPL, whatever it is there, you can use. Now, so now assuming this is the best vendor, I selected this best vendor from my client. Okay. So we are good to go with this one. Okay. And can see the dates, delivery schedule dates, which is like when it is required, and the dates also. If you want to be multiple dates, you can also maintain multiple dates. Like if it is 100 pieces, so today 10 pieces, so tomorrow 10 pieces, tomorrow. So I can maintain the delivery schedules as well here. Okay, multiple delivery schedules also you can maintain. Okay, so now the next process. So I got now the vendor, best vendor, and the RFQ number, which is the quotation, price quotation, and I selected the best vendor. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll create the
purchase order.
Purchase order. I'm just creating the purchase order. So wherever it is like the process, output types and the payment terms, Incoterms, all to be like same. Okay, and our external documents all to be like output determinations, everything it will be the same. Okay, so the process will be the same wherever it is. So now I got this purchase order. Now I have the already RFQ number, so I can go with I can enter that RFQ number here. RFQ number with item number. Okay, I can enter and we can capture all the information. So once I enter the information, it is capturing that who is the vendor, which is best vendor, and what is the price which you agreed, and the price and the discount, and again that will become under the cash discount, freight charges, all this information which is captured here. Okay. So no need to be enter anything here because all information which you already captured from PR and RFQs, all it will be captured here. Okay. So you just need to be go text, and if you want to maintain something information that you can maintain here. Okay. Other than that, okay, you can go to messages and you can check that. Okay, the output type it is there or not there. If your output type is not there, then you need to be configure again. Okay, and there's somebody they created some NEU. Okay, so the people are doing different way, right? So they are practicing on standard, right? So you can maintain that. Okay, because if I need to configure NEU again, it will be take long time. So that we'll discuss when we are going through the process. Okay. So again, I just need to check that material number, short description, PO quantity, and delivery date, and prices, and plant and store location. Okay, and if I can see that in the item. So there is a three parts here: header, item overview, item detail. Item overview is nothing but like what are the items to be like. Item details is nothing but like a in-depth each and item wise. Okay, what is the description number? Okay, and okay, material group number, and what's the quantity, how much quantity ordered, and any conversion it is there, order unit and conversion it is there, and net weight and gross weight, and delivery schedules like multiple delivery schedules like today I just need 100 pieces, tomorrow 100 pieces, like different delivery days I can put. And you can put that any tolerance will be there. So tolerance is nothing but like if I order something 100 pieces, but I'm getting 110 pieces, can we accept that tolerance? Okay, over tolerance. That means I'm getting excess quantity. That excess quantity, can we accept or not? Okay. So that is the under and over. Okay. If it is shortage or excess, that will be maintained here. Okay. And any shipping instructions are there, you can maintain here shipping instruction number. Okay. And if you want to go block stock, quality inspection stock, and other stock, that we'll discuss here. Okay. So because directly, if I just need to be validate something, the product once I receive that, then I can put it into quality inspection or block stock, and I can check that, and I can move to the unrestricted stock. Okay. And the remaining shelf life, like batches, they have shelf life expiry date or quality parameters, which is like certifications, quality certification that will be in. And if it is PO, once I created PO, if I'm not getting the proper response from the vendor, there is a reminder mails you can send every 10 days or 15 days, 20 days, or 30 days, like we can send this information. And this plan delivery time, which is GR processing time, plan delivery time, which will be in times, all this information based on which we are maintaining the MetaMaster record, right? Okay. So there is any special incoterms is different in the item level, then you can maintain here. Or else it will be there in the header level, the incoterms which is maintained in the RFQ, the item level. Okay. Clear? And this is the payment terms here. And conditions, header these are the header conditions. Okay. And if I go to item conditions, there will be like item conditions separately. Okay. So header condition and item conditions are if I enter the header condition, then it will be apply for the all items. And if it is maintained the item level, then it is only for this item. Okay. So if suppose I just enter in the header level, maybe discount 10%. So that 10% will come for the all items. If I have thousands items or 1,000 items, that 10% discount will be applied. Okay.
Okay.
So, and item details other than this one, okay. Account estimate category, which is not required because I'm not entered anything, and text we can enter. Okay, if they need to maintain something information, that information will be captured in the output. And delivery address, this store location address. Okay. If I enter the store location, that store location address will become. Okay. If you enter the plant, then plant information will come. Okay. If there is no store location here.
Okay.
And the confirmations, order acknowledgement and acknowledgement required, and this will be like follow-up. Once purchase order created, okay, if you need any follow-up and acknowledgement number, order acknowledgement number, and you're expecting some confirmation, shipping notifications, anything that you can enter here. Okay, so this is a retail related. Okay, and in the header level, again header information, header text, okay, and address, vendor address, like, and the communication, okay, salesperson, Okay, these are all already maintained in the vendor master record. If you see that in the vendor master record, so they already maintained the salesperson name and cell phone number, okay, and the address details, all it is maintained in the already vendor master record. Okay, that's why it is capturing here in the address details. So this is the address details. So this is the auto prime. Okay, so this is already maintained in the vendor master record. That's why it is showing in the our address details. Okay. Okay, and if there is any partners are there, multiple partners, they can maintain multiple partners here. Okay, and our reference, your reference, start date, collective numbers, if anything which is there, I can maintain here for tracking purpose. Okay, and the organization structure, which is like purchase organization, which purchase organization, purchase company code, and status. Status will be the open or still not ordered. Okay, still it is not supplied. If it is partially delivered, how much quantity is delivered, still how much it is pending. So everything it will be displayed in the status. Okay, clear?
Okay.
So you can see print preview as well here. Okay, this is a print preview, PO item number, and description, payment terms and conditions. So this is a, since it is a German language, okay, so it's maintained the German language. So this German language it is displaying. Okay, if I just maintain English, then it will be displaying the English language. Okay, so I'm just saving this one. So purchase order will be created. So purchase order created. Now I can go to messages. I can see that okay, still it is not processed because based on settings here for that data, I selected that. I need to manually process this one, the output. If I selected the fourth one immediately, then when it is PO created, then immediately the information will go to the output. The printer will be automatically generated. But I selected third, so I have to be processed manually, the PO number, okay, for output. Okay. So for that again, we need to go to ME9F. So ME9F is I said right, different transaction codes are there for the each and every external document. So now ME9F is for purchase order output. Okay. And here application will be EF. Okay. If you see that RFQ, that is EF. Now it is application EF. Okay. And the PO number and all it is like. Okay. So it is PO number or this. There might be configuration not done properly. Okay, let's see. If it is customized one, right? ENEU, right? It's customized one, right? Maybe what they configured for that, we don't know exactly. So RFQ, how we process the same thing which we need to be processed here as well. Okay. So it should be generate here. Okay, should be generate for this PO output, but maybe the configuration which is not supported properly or it is not done. So it will not be generated. Okay. Okay, maybe message type is wrong. Okay, because our message type is ENEU, right? I said okay, that's why it is not displaying. Now I just selected ENEU. Okay, and I can see that. Okay, display messages, and I can see this is my PO number, and select this line and click on output messages. Now it is generated. Okay. So generally, when it is generated, what will be happen? Okay, we can see in the SP01. Okay, if it is generated in a pull request. Okay, so I can see that whether it is generated or not in the pull request SP01. Okay, so there will be a spool output controller, whether this is processed or not processed, or okay, that we can see here. If it is not processed, okay, or whether it is processed or not, that we can see here. Okay, so here you can see that the script. Okay, what is the output it is generated here. Okay. Clear? So this is the output. This is the ones I generated from the basis level. They are generating to the printers. Okay, so they will be processed this one. Okay, so once this processed, then it will be generating this into the output. Okay, so spool request also it's one of the but still it is not getting print, it's not happen print, then we have to generate here in the SP01. We have to wait, we have to generate. Okay, so somewhere might be some error message because uh, it is not mapped properly or something like printer configuration. It is not there, right? So that's why it is coming some error message. Okay. Okay, front end unavailable. So there is a server which is not available. Clear? Yes. So this is pull request which will generated after we generated output, but that is not our task. Okay, it is the task of the basis whether it is generated or not generated. Still, if we generated but still not getting printout, and in SP01 we need to check the logs what it will be happen, and we need to be informed to them. Okay. So now PO is generated, PO sent them. Okay, and assume that okay we just follow up to them. Okay, if you what is the PO number? So if I suppose I forgot the PO number, let's say I forgot my PO number, and where we can see in ME2N. Okay, ME2N is a report where we can see here the PO document number, or we can enter that document date when it is created. So I just created today, so I'm just entering here document date. Okay, and just executing here. Okay, so this is the PO number which is created. Okay, you can see the status like still to be delivered, still to be invoiced. So still it is not received any stock. So this PO number. Now I will go to ME22 and the change of purchase order. Okay. So in this purchase order, you can see that okay the output is already generated because already green color. Okay. So and if you get an acknowledgement number, you can maintain acknowledgement and acknowledge. Okay. So that information you can enter here. Okay. So let's assume that they are received. I got some information and okay. Now I can receive the stock. Okay. So goods received. So goods received is MIGO. So this is PO number. Now MIGO is the goods received. Okay, so here this is annual transaction, I said, right? So we have like some of the other transactions like MB1C, the world transactions, which is like, okay. So that is a whole transaction. Okay. So those are not there in the now in the S4 HANA. Okay. But in the ECC, I can see, but there is some messages which is displaying. So you can see that in the messages, MB1C is absolute. Okay. So just refer the SAP node. Okay. So it is always advised to go ahead with the MIGO. Okay. So now here I selected the goods receipt and I have the reference. This is the reference number. So I'm doing the process for the goods receipt and I have the reference document number. That reference document number I'm entering here. Okay.
Yes.
And this is the movement types. Okay, each and every process which we discussed last time. Each and every process goods movement, there will be one movement type to identify that process. And based on that only the accounting and material documents will be generated. Okay, so that will be it is sometimes the movement type will come automatically based on the process, and if you are doing first time, then it will be take a little bit time. So it is running the application. Okay, and you can enter the delivery note number, bill of lading number, GRGS, add a text. So this information will capture from the vendor. Okay, maybe lorry number and some information will be there, right? So that number will be entered here. Okay, and you can check here whether this is the material which we received and whether we received 100 pieces or not, and whether this is the store location which you received or not, and if anything text which you want to be maintained, unloading point, loading point, who the goods recipient. Okay, suppose Kiran is he is received, so he is a responsible person. Okay, so goods recipient is the who received the goods. Okay, so then stock types, if you want to still put it in the quality and block stock, then you can put it here. And the purchase order number for reference, okay. And okay, the requisition from the PR, if you see that PR and RFQ, there is a requisition number, right? So that information it is captured here, and Incoterms and partners. If you have if there is a separate partner is for the transport vendor and goods recipient, then it will be displayed here. Okay, the goods supplier is different and main vendor is different. Okay, and if there is a freight vendor is there, freight vendor details will come here. Because I maintained the FRB one, right? The 1% or 100%. That's why the freight vendor also it is displaying. Okay? And the account assignment category, which is not necessary because we are not consuming anything here. Okay? So if I just received only 50 pieces, then I can enter the only 50 pieces here. Okay. We ordered 100 pieces, but I received only 50 pieces. Okay. If you have the container numbers also, you can enter the container numbers for tracking purpose. Okay. Bill of lading number and GR slip numbers, which is like we can again if you want to generate this GR note output, okay, you can take the output here, individual slip on this one with inspection, quality inspection, and individually like one each material, and if collective slip means all the materials which like okay. So whatever it is configured that you can take it up, okay, print here. Again for this again that is a configuration different, okay. Okay, so whenever you are doing goods receipt with purchase order, it is evaluated, and always it is 101. So the moment types you need to be remember every time. So 101 is the goods receipt with purchase order. Okay. Clear? So I just assuming that I received only 50 pieces, I'm just receiving only 50 pieces now. Okay. So it will show you that okay, you order 100 pieces, so defect of PO order is 50 pieces. Okay, it's less to warning message. Okay, I received only 50 pieces, I'm just receiving that. Okay, then check and post. Okay, when I just posted this document, okay, if there is any configurations or it may be something which is like financial side, any GL account mapping, okay, that will again hit the error message. So if we have if we have any FI consultant, finance consultant, will inform to that, boss, this is a problem we are getting. So can you please help me to sort out this one? Okay. So since we don't have a person here, let me try from our side if it is we can sort out or not. Okay. So it is telling that okay, T001B for the record type 0. Okay, let's see. If I just go to SC11, hey, V underscore T001. So T001B. Or I can go with instead of here, I can go to SM30. Okay, I can go here. Okay, so here this is the financial side. There are periods. Okay, so if you want to do any process in the postings in the financial, okay, they should be open the periods. Every month they have to be open that January month. Okay, they have to be open January month. Okay, then only we can post some value in the account. So here it is the same like here it is saying that okay, there is a 001 2023 which is not open. So this is financial completely. So don't worry about that here. So what it is like, we just need to understand that what is the account type here. Account type is it is coming, but I just need to understand that what is the variable here. So since I'm using 1000, let's go with 1000. Will be better. Okay. So here if it is see that it is open only 2022 12. Okay. So I need to open 2023 as well. Okay. So I'm just putting like 2023 12. So till December 2023, I'm just opening. Okay. Clear?
Okay.
So some account which is coming, I don't know what is country and did not define the system. What is some country ID not defined system. It is country ID. Maybe it's coming from backend somewhere. So all it is open 2032, but this is only not open. It is open only 2022. Again. Record type 0, the selected company code, SNG code 90. Country where it is coming country. From where they configure. Okay. So I'll just correct this one. I just need to check with finance team. Okay, but that's okay. Okay. Why it is coming yes here? So if we still strategy, there's some other message which is coming. So year 001 after fiscal year 2008 does not exist for the T001 P either in the period 1 or 2 table entry. But I'm getting some error here. So we need to be country IND. Why it is coming country IND? This practice our and all. Enter at least one MG activity. Country IND. It's not going to the configuration also. Enter the conditions. Let's go to configuration first. What is it there? Also same problem. So for 1000, what is your company code? 1000 is 1000 only is there correct. Where is it correct actually? Until here it is correct, but it's this is only we are getting problem. So which is okay, it's updated is here. So let's try now. Maybe if we see that if we get a problem or not. So 50 quantity which we are receiving as we discussed. Okay, and if anything which is need to be maintained, we can maintain that. Okay? And you can see that dates and when you're planning to post. Okay, and 50 quantity which is pending, and let me try to post now. No, okay, this is different error. Okay, that error which is gone because we maintained that. Okay, So now we are maintaining number ranges. So there is a number range which is not maintained in the financial side. The people are because they are keep on changing the settings, right? So if they're not changing the settings, then no problem. But if they're changing the settings every time, we have to be looking into that. Okay, this is the problem. This is the problem. Like so now, what we are getting error here, the number range which is not maintained for the financial year 50, the interval 50. So I just need to go to 50 here, where exactly the 50 it is there. Okay, and I need to maintain the for 2023 because currently the physical year is 2023, right? So now I can see here it is there only till 2022. 50, where is 50? Till here 2022 it is there. I have to maintain for the 2023 because it is January, right? So some people did not that started maybe, so that's why they are not at corrected as of now. So what we can do, we can maintain that. So okay, sorry.
50.
Okay, so I'm just maintaining 50 and 2023. Okay, 2023. Okay, so I'm just maintaining for 50. So each and every process have their own number ranges. Okay, FI document G. So now 50 it is coming in the GR level. Okay, so I just maintain for 50 2023. So let me try again. Okay, so sometimes we can do directly here itself. Okay, if it will be sorted out. Maybe if it is not sorted, then we have to go back and come back again. We have to do the document again. So now I thought that it is processing now because I have maintained the document, everything. So now it will be posted perfectly if there is any no problem. So generally in the real time, the finance team, if they have, finance team will be updated. Okay. So now the document which is posted again, if you see that this the people they are maintain like some series, but it's always good if we are maintaining 10 series. Okay, so where they maintain this again, this is the again will be from the SPRO and again the number ranges which is like um, inventory management, metal management, and go to inventory management. From inventory management level, again there is a number assignment. Here they are maintaining for the number ranges. Okay. So, if they maintain here number ranges like 5 series, like how it is coming 66606, right? So 66606 they maintain. Okay. This is 66606 maintain. Okay. So that's what, okay, I can see here for the material document what it is maintained here. Okay, so better always we should go with the 10 digits because in the 1 year there are lakhs of the material document will be posted. If I just given that shortest way like 5 digits, maybe 4 digits, 5 digits number. Okay, at one time it will be everything that numbers will be overcrossed. Suppose it is 60,000 records. 60,000 records is completed. Then tomorrow I will get a message like the document number, the number in which is already overlapped. Right. So always it is like if I have the 10 characteristics, then it is like lakhs of documents we can create within 1 year. Okay. And whenever the GR document which is posted, okay, it is a material document will be posted. This is a material document number, and you can also see that FI document number. So as I said, right, when we are doing any stock movement, there should be a financial document will be posted in the backend for the accounting purpose. Okay, so this is the GL account that is mapped into the processor. This information will go to finance team. Okay, based on this only, the payment settlements are all it will be happen. If there is any pending invoice verifications, like it will show like it is negative, if still it is pending. Okay, so like it will be displayed. Okay, that we will discuss this part FI document, FI MM integration This is a little bit lengthy process. Okay.
Mm.
And now I'm good. I got the goods, but I got only 50 quantity. I agree. Okay. But for 50 quantity, I need to do the invoice, right?
Mm.
So I can go to header and I can see the status of this product, which is like ordered 100 pieces and I got only 50 pieces. Still pending is 50, but still it is not happen invoice.
Mm.
Okay. So even I can see in the purchase order history, there will be a new tab which will be it will become automatic when it is posted. So the document number which is posted that will become here.
Okay.
So since we have freight also, so freight document also it is posted here. Freight GL account will be posted here. This is a freight clearance account which is posted because I entered 1% something freight, right? So that
Mm.
freight account amount also it is captured here. So that freight amount it is showing here in the top. 48 is 50 paisa. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So now I did the GR, I did the PO and everything. So now I need to do the invoice verification. So the invoice verification will be MIRO. Invoice verification. Okay.
Okay.
The MIRO is the invoice verification. So let's go to the MIRO, the transaction code, and I have to enter the company code. Or number ranges are not maintained. Okay, so there are so many number ranges are not maintained for this. So again, I have to go. I have to check that the number ranges which is maintained or not maintained for the current year. Okay. So SPRO. So this is new server, right? That's why we are getting so many problems. So material management and logistic invoice. And again, coming to the incoming invoice and the number ranges and the maintained number ranges for assignments. And you can see here it is 05. Okay, so let's see 05 whether the number range which is maintained or not. 05. So 05 2022 maintained, but 23 it is not maintained. Okay, so let's plan to maintain 23 as well.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to 05
Zero.
2023 and
Fixed.
so let me try then cancel. It's overlap. No, right? Okay.
No.
Okay, so let's go to MIRO. No, let's see. No, it is open. Okay, because the number ranges which is open for current. Now, the date when you want to be post that invoice date and posting date, planning date. Okay, because there might be different posting date and there might be invoice date will be different because today I received, maybe I am very busy. Okay, today I didn't post in the system. Okay, so tomorrow I'm planning that. So the invoice date I got on 22nd, but I'm posting on 23rd. Okay, so there might be different. Okay, and I have the PO number. That PO number I'm just giving the reference number here. Okay, and if you have any reference document number like from the vendor side invoice number, it is like suppose invoice document number that you can enter here. Okay. Okay, so again there is a number ranges which is missing 51 for income from the might be this is for the financial related. Okay, let's go again FPN1 which we maintained last time 1050, right? Now I need to maintain for 51. So each and process will be different. Right? So let's go to 51. So this is a 51. 51 it is maintained till 2024, 2014. 15 is the same. Why it is not maintained for a long time? I think it's something different. But we'll maintain first this one. I don't think it's. I think it's different. Might be. Okay. 2023. And, let me try now. Because for so many years it is not maintained. That's why I'm just confused. Okay. Now it's coming. Okay. Okay. Now, if there is any taxes, input taxes, which is there, you can calculate that input tax code. Okay. Okay. So based on the input tax procedure from financial side, it will be calculated the tax code. Okay. And then the amount which we need to be, okay, this is the amount which we are good. We just validated, okay, this is the amount which is including tax and everything. Okay, and there is the freight charges also. Okay, if you want to be post separately freight charges, then you can select separately planned delivery cost. If the freight and this both are in the same vendor, then I can select the last option. Okay, both I can post at a time. So if I select the last one, then I can get the freight value also here. Okay. In that case, again I need to add some value here. Okay, this is the value which I'm getting here calculation. So that value I'm just entering here. Okay, so I just validated. This is the inventory cost value, and this is the freight cost value, and there is some tax also. It is there. Totally, it is like 5,770 rupees. Okay. Okay. Now I just click on the simulator. Okay, if I get the green color, then only I can post. Okay, I can post. Okay. Even if I'm getting a green color, maybe when I'm trying to post also, we'll get some error because accounting level, if I'm getting some problem, then we'll be dead. Okay, I'm just clicking on post here. Okay, so now everything is looks good. So that's I can go in the display. That I can see the document number. This is invoice number. Again, this is also 10 digits number. Okay, so better always we can go with the 10 digits number. Okay, which we maintain. Okay, so here I can see the information like when it is posted and when the invoice received and how much amount it is, tax amount and payment terms and the baseline date. Okay, so baseline date is nothing but like a from which on this date it is calculating this 14 days payment terms. Okay, so within the 14 days from this date, within the 14 days, if you are paying that amount, okay, then you will get a 3% cash discount. Or within the 30 days, if you pay 2%, or if it is after 30 days, maybe within the 45 days, if you are paying, then it is you have to pay net value. So there is no discount here. Okay. So all this information will be there here. Then baseline, due date. So it is calculating based on this date, 15 days, right? 14 days. So the due date is 14. Okay, how the credit card will be calculated, like, okay, I'm just giving the 15 days time for you to pay the amount, right? So like this. And if there is any block for the payments, like I just have some problem, I just try, there might be some wrong in the amount or something, like I can put like a block for payments and block for something, like we can put it like, okay, for verification. Next verification. Okay, and then the currency and tax values and okay, the contact details, okay, or the requisitioner and buyer and the year processing. Okay, so everything will be there here. The note, if you want to be maintained here, note you can maintain for verification. So here also we have option like park and post something which is like if still I have some problem or to post that, okay, I just need to be validate something, then I can do for the park. Okay, and you need to be validate the quantity, how much it is and how much amount it is. Okay, whether this is based on the calculation of the price, which is correct or not. Okay, all it is like we have to check here. So once the invoice is posted, you can see here the invoice document number which is posted here for delivery cost and for invoice post. Okay, and in the header level, the status, you can see that okay, the 50 quantity invoice is completed. Okay, so this is the way we will do the invoice verification. Till here, the process is ours. Okay, some clients, financial people will process the invoice, but some clients will be taking care about that. Depends on the client how they're processing. Okay. After this completed, they will what they will do. They will be posting the incoming invoice. So any document which like need to be posted or something like, they will be posted incoming invoices. They will post. Okay, so this is our customer payments. This is and FTS 47 or something which is there for the financial side. This is completely so no need. Okay, this is also down payment. Then might be F49 or something. Maybe what is the transaction code? FTS 48. Maybe. Okay, so this is down payment. It is not incoming payment. So I can go if I'm not sure here. I can go in the part here and account payables. Okay, it's the account payables, right? We are paying amount to them. So let me go to here and document entry FP60, right? Okay, or FP60. This is FP60 direct posting, but not this one. I thought it is a F-41 or no, this is invoice repeated. F-43. Okay, yeah, it is one. Okay, so here we'll be paying the amount to the vendor. Okay. So reference document numbers, we have anything, if we can pay the amount to the vendor. So again, here also there should be company financial documents which need to be posted for 19 everything. Okay, so this is completely FI related. Okay, the payments, everything that will be the process of financial related. So once that is posted, then payment will go to the vendor account, so vendor bank account. Okay, so that is the process completely. Okay, so this is a P2P cycle, the general P2P cycle processing. Okay, it will start from the requisitions and it will be ending with the payments. Okay, so that is the procurement to pay cycle. So any questions on this one?
No, I'll need the practice.